What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling incredible today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be amazing, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. So, Cancer, the moon went void of course pretty early today at about 3:37. And that's going to be Central Time. And she's going to be moving from Capricorn into Aquarius at about 9:24 a.m. So we're looking at about a 5-hour, 47-minute void of course time there, Cancer. And with the void of course, this energy is just about, taking the time for doing some meditation, really calming the mind and getting to your Zen place. And this is also energy too, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes, and people may be less likely to make decisions during this time. So just something to be aware of when we're in this energy, Cancer. And then with the moon being in Aquarius, this is a very cool placement for the moon. It can be a little emotionally detached, but it's still very friendly energy. Aquarians are all about networking and the collective and humanitarianism and all of that. And you may feel, inventive and inspired. It's just very innovative energy. So work with that. Work with that at your advantage, Cancer. Great energy to be thinking about what you want to cook up for this next lunar cycle. And then with the waning crescent, the moon is in the waning crescent or a balsamic moon phase now. And the waning crescent is also, about that time for self-care, meditation, reflection, and really kind of, just really reconnecting with who you are, and finding out where you want to go on this path, or where you see this journey going to next. So work with these energies, Cancer. The moon's always trying to keep you set up here. And then lastly, the decks that I'm working with. This one is a Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. And then these oracle cards are from the astrological oracle deck. And I've included links for these decks and other decks that I like down in the description box below. So definitely check that out if you're interested there, Cancer. But Cancer, general energy of the day is the King of Crystals, or the King of Swords in traditional decks. And I like this, Cancer. Oh, and keep in mind, these are not gender-specific readings. You are definitely about to be a King of Crystals in this scenario. But the King of Crystals is very wise energy, Cancer. And I feel like in order for us to get that wisdom, we have to put what we learned into practice. And so when we're thinking about with all these shifts and everything that's getting ready to go down here, if we're noticing areas in our lives that we want to improve on, or, that we want to, or maybe even with this Aquarian energy, maybe we want to do something just like outside of the box. Maybe we've been cooking up something for a while. We've been learning a lot about a situation. I feel like, the King of Crystals, he doesn't just sit on his knowledge. He doesn't just learn for knowledge's sake. There's a reason that he's doing this research, whether it be on a topic to start something up, or if he's learning about himself, if he's learning about things that aren't resonating with him or that are lowering his vibration, we're going to make corrections for that. He's going to let go of some things and make space for some new routines and incorporate some new fresh stuff into the mix here. And Aquarius energy is very much very inventive, very fresh energy. And You know, Cancer, we had what? The Fool following us for a few days. It was our surprise card yesterday. Ace of Wands, all this stuff, Cancer. You know, this is a time where, oh, you know, too, this could be something where if there's something that we want to learn, Cancer, you know, taking the time and do that. You know, don't be afraid to expand, you know, see where this takes you. Because I do feel like this King of Crystals is trying to get you to a state of, you know, closer to enlightenment and closer to embodying the best version of yourself. But again, in order to do that, we have to put what we learned in these lessons that we're getting from these experiences in life, putting them into practice, and then not even, it's one thing to get them started, but then to make sure that we're following through as well. And even if we miss a day or two, or, you know, might deviate from time to time, getting back on track, you know, and just being aware of that, Cancer. And I feel like that too, you know, really getting, you know, having being very present during this time, you know, with your energies, and really just taking in the moments, because this is going to be a very transformative time for all of us, you know, with Pluto getting ready to enter in Aquarius on the 23rd of March. It's gonna change the game up, Cancer, and how we operate, and that's not me trying to scare you. That's me getting you geeked up here. You know, Aquarius energy, you know, they're ruled by Saturn and by Uranus. And when I'm thinking about Uranus, your Saturn's of restrictions, but Uranus is about changing the game up. And so, Cancer, and you know, when I'm thinking too with this energy, any ideas that you may have that you've been cooking up, or, you know, that may seem too, maybe it seems very grand, or too, like, or maybe unconventional, or whatever, good. Because this is a time where thinking outside of the box and being innovative and all of that is going to be key. It's really going to get you far, Cancer, but we got to work with these energies, and we have to listen to those signals and hear those ideas that are trying to come out and express those, Cancers, not keep those bottled up. See where that leads you. This is a great time for exploration, and just, you know, if you want to just journey down and see where life takes you, go for it, you know, but it's gonna be ripe. You know, let's see how we can work with these energies, Cancer. Wow. This is gonna be, girl, they got the 9 of Stars again. It's always how we can work with the energy, Cancer. And you remember when especially, it's one thing when we have cards following us, Cancer, but it's another thing when they keep showing up in the same spot. You know, this 9 of Coins, this is a really good time to invest in yourself, and to find ways that you can bring your stuff to light, and start manifesting your dream and whatever it is that you want, you know. Even thinking too, you know, all the planetary shifts. Mars is going to be moving into our sign, Cancer. And this is going to be, you know, actions are going to be driven more by feelings. And considering that we're experts on feelings, Cancer, you can follow your feelings and let that lead you, let that your passions drive you to these new opportunities. Because the 9 of Stars, this really is, when you work on yourself and you invest in yourself and doing all of these things to raise your vibration and really putting your knowledge into practice, it's just going to pay you off. This is how you become an empress, doing 9 of Stars, you know, and really nurturing yourself and these ideas that you have and these dreams that you want to see come to life here. You know, come on, Cancer. and that's not me trying to come at you. It's more so just like you're trying to get you motivated, because again, the energy, the rate of planets that are shifting, just thinking this month, but even just this week alone, it's insane. Just thinking, because this card is Venus in Virgo, Venus is going to actually be moving into Taurus later today when I'm recording on Thursday. So I mean, just more stuff that's going down here, Cancer. More. Let's see how well, you know what? Let's get some clarification on this Nine of Stars. Because, yeah, that's something where, she's been kind of stalking us. And the fact that she's been following us in the same spot here. Yeah, thanks, higher self. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on that Nine of Stars. Because it's just like, what exactly do we need to invest in here? Let's see what's going down, Cancer. Okay, more. You got the Ten of Wands here. And I feel like, Cancer, doing this work with this Ten of Wands, it may feel like a lot at first, when we're thinking about investing in ourselves and, learning new things, or trying to put new routines into practice, or whatever this growth is looking like for you, Cancer. It may feel like a lot at first, but that's this with time and with just like with effort, and it's just going to become more second. It's going to become second nature to you at this point. Let's get some more on that. Seven of Wands. Interesting. It's like more perseverance, Cancer. Like, higher self more. Let's hold on. And the Hierophant. More interesting. Cancer, this really is, I'm just with the Hierophant popping up. And when we talk about that Venus entering Taurus, this is Taurus's card. This is really, the Hierophant is really getting in touch with who you really are on a really deep level. This is making that soul connection and doing it so without any sort of like criticisms or, not worrying about what other people think or how this is looking on this journey, because this transformation or whatever this energy that you're trying to get into, whatever you're evolving into, this is unique to you, and this is something that you have to follow your heart on this. No one can tell you how this looks like other than you. You know deep down where the energies are trying to guide you. And I feel that this Hierophant is really saying stay true to that and remember that connection. And honestly, with it being Taurus energy too, because really these cards here are like, it's just like about perseverance and really keeping that in the face of adversity, whatever, because it doesn't even necessarily have to be people, whatever, in the face of any kind of obstacles. When we know that this is going to better us and is going to raise that vibration, it's keeping that drive, keeping that focus, because the reward is going to be grand, Cancer. When we get to this place of Zen, when we start working towards the end of the line, it all starts making sense. The clarity comes. King of Swords. When we looking for, you see what happens when we went to look for answers, or we got enlightenment. So it's really asking yourself these questions. Where do I want to go from here? How do I see my growth happening? What's going on with these cycles? Is this my path? Am I feeling good? Just all of that is coming into play, Cancer. This is a good time for just a evaluation, and then use that energy and take this information that you get from this meditation and from this reflection, Cancer, and put that into practice. Start implementing these new habits, these higher vibratory things that are going to get you to where you want to be in the long run. And again, it's going to take some time, but it's totally worth it in the long run. There's abundance that is coming from that. More. Let's see what are some challenges working with this energy, Cancer. Yeah, because that's fascinating. Nine of Stars in that same position. It's just like, we need to focus on us. Like that is, it's going to be key. Bam! Look at that Wheel of Fortune, because Cancer cycles are ending. And the challenge is, what do you want to do? How does this look? What do you want? Because you can have it. It's just visualizing that. Because the thing with the Wheel of Fortune, if we don't put any of this stuff into practice, if we don't invest in ourselves or anything, if there's no improvement, there's no progress. So if we want that, then we're going to need to we need to focus on what we want and figuring out, again, how to manifest that, how to take care of ourselves, how to nurture that idea into being. Because Wheel of Fortune promotes growth, this Jupiter. And that's the whole point of this journey, higher learning, and really, really just like understanding yourself and more. Yeah, let's see what may be some other challenges. And maybe before we get into that, something, when I'm thinking about this energy, Cancer, when I was talking about cycles, maybe all of these cycles have been a lot for you, maybe this, because listen, Cancer, even when I'm thinking about it, there was like a couple days ago where it was like I was in like a whirlwind of something. It was really strange, and I was like, it didn't make any sense. And then like it lasted like a day and a half or so, and then everything was fine, and then it was chill. And that's just like, it's just where the energies are at right now. Things are really, I mean, it's almost palpable, the changes that are happening here. And it may but if we're feeling a lot, Cancer, with these cycles, that's, taking care of your energies too. When I'm thinking the 9 of stars, this is Venus in Virgo, like I was saying. And Virgo is very much about routines and self-care and structure. And I feel that during these cycles, taking care of you, making sure that we are, again, okay, mind, body, and spirit, that we are, that everything is fine. And if not, Cancer, taking the time and being with that, getting that all in adjustment, because that's how we work towards this. That's how we work with the energies. If you're noticing these slumps, there's a reason that this is happening. Be with that, be with those feelings, and try not to attach to them, Cancer. Observe them and then process. Like if it's a lot and we're not sure what's going down, maybe write some of the stuff down, or maybe get out in nature, or however it is we need to process. If you need to dance it out, whatever it is, anything to just kind of process what's going down with you energetically. This really does feel like, this is self-sustaining energy. So make sure that we're doing stuff that is self-sustaining to the body, Cancer. Let's see what else we got. All right, Cancer, we got 7. Oh, isn't that all we've been talking about, Cancer? Focusing on yourself. Because look, let's say, where to even start? Let's start with the 7 of crystals here. Because Cancer, with the 7 of crystals, again, if there are areas in our lives where we feel that aren't where we want them to be, the 7 of crystals is a card. It can be a card of like deception, trickery, but I feel like this is more so like, being honest with ourselves and if there are areas in our lives that we know that are bringing us down, addressing that and learning some new skills on top of that, Cancer. Finding a way to grow from this, because if we're not investing in ourselves, Cancer, you really are. It's just going to make this journey just a little bit trickier to navigate. It's not to say that opportunities are going to stop coming for you, but it may take a lot longer to get there if we're not working with the energies. The Knight of Stars is considered the slowest moving knight in the deck, but this is another one of Taurus's cards, but it can also be a challenge, another card of, again, persevering and keeping that momentum, not letting this growth, and because I get it, Cancer, sometimes, when we focus on self, it can be a little frustrating at times, to put really like our shortcomings on display, or, see the areas that we need to refine. But, it's all a matter of perspective. Even thinking with the King of Crystals, this is Gemini's card. We can look at it like that, that this sucks and that it's hard, or we can look at it as like, yeah, this is tough, but man, look at how I'm improving. And that's something too, Cancer, as you're going through this, make it like a daily thing, or, however frequent you need to do. Remind yourself that you're doing amazing, and that the fact that you're keeping up on your task is fantastic. But really focusing on you, Cancer. This is going to be, we got some deep questions to ask ourselves, Cancer. Just are we okay with where things are at? Because again, things are really going to start shifting here anymore. All right, let's get some advice from the dual planets here, from Saturn and from Uranus. Let's see how we can what some advice they have for us. Look at you. Yeah. Okay. Hold up. Queen of Stars. Ooh, Cancer. Oh yeah, we about to talk about this, Cancer. Hold on, my computer fell asleep. Some advice, Cancer. You got the Queen of Stars, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I'll say where am I at? You got the Fool for what? The fourth day in a row, and then we got the Judgment card here, Pluto energy. And some advice, Cancer. Work with these energies and really invest in yourself, and really get ready to really rest up, Cancer, and get ready, because we're going to get ready to put in some work here, because this is Capricorn's card, and I feel like we're going to get to work, because there are new opportunities coming on the horizon. Have we, Cancer, it's here. We're almost there. Uranus card. I mean, come on. Yesterday Saturn came out. Fool's been hopping up all over the place. But Cancer, it's time for change, and it's time to jump into this, embrace this transformation. You see her? Embrace this transformation with open arms. Let's switch back over. Embrace it with open arms, Cancer, because this Judgment is trying to get you to your fulfillment. It's trying to get you to that next level, that ascension. But we gotta take that leap, Cancer, and we gotta see where that's going to lead you, and take that initiative, and because it's going to get you. You're going to acquire so many, you're going to be a, new person, you're going to know new skills, you're going to be evolved, and it's just going to be fantastic. You went from a Knight of Stars, and now you've graduated to a Queen here. And eventually we work with these energies, we're going to become a King, Cancer. But while we're talking about that King, we can only be kings, Cancer, when we take that leap and we put all these lessons that we've learned in these signals, and again, putting them into practice and seeing where that leads us, and embracing that growth. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that made sense, Cancer. That was an interesting one. We're going in for a Friday, Philosophical Fridays. But if something resonated with you, Cancer, give it a thumbs up. And share this, because I mean, we're really coming up on it, Cancer. There's so much stuff that's happening right now. Energetically, it's exciting, and it can be a lot, but we just got to ride this wave. We're just, a transcendence is getting ready to happen here. And this may sound, like Justin. Yeah, Cancer, it's going to be as big as you want it to be. So, but yeah, share this, Cancers. I would love to see just how we're going to get through this, and how this is going to, in what ways we are going to evolve and change, Pluto in Aquarius. So, oh, what else are we doing? Oh, subscribe. After you're done sharing with all those people, tell them to subscribe, and then let them know they can hit the bell button, and they'll get notified when I release videos each day. Social media, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to do some more stuff on here soon, a lot of stuff cooking up, Cancer, and I get it, you know, like it's, but oh wait, we're talking about, well, okay, hold on. But I'm gonna be doing some stuff on social media. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm on Insight Timer, and that's a meditation app. It's a free app. You know, there's a premium version if you want, but we're not in any kind of partnership or anything. But where I'm at with it is like, if we got tools to help during this time, we share those, Cancer. But it's a meditation app. They have all kind of guided stuff, healing music. It's really fantastic. But I made a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration, and it's just a place to drop positive affirmations or encouraging messages. I drop one at least once a day, you know, or if you just need a little pocket of positivity, you know, while you're going through this, you know, just something like a mantra to keep you going and, you know, keep that motivation during all this time, you know. Come check it out. Like it's a good old time. And as the groups grows, you know, I want to get it to where we do like group meditations and like schedule some stuff. And I just have all kinds of, you know, once that grows, I'm excited to see where that'll go. So come join that, Cancer. And even if you don't join the group, just come, if you download the app, just come friend me anyway, you know, and then we can send thanks for meditating with me and just, you know, just raise the vibration together, Cancer. And then lastly, you know, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, all that good stuff, Cancer. Use Nebula. Nebula's a good app if you want to check that out. A good beginner app. But and then go check out my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do weekly videos there with different monthly themes. I'm actually going to get ready to roll out. I have one more video to do tomorrow, but then starting next week, I'm going to start incorporating some new spreads in the mix, and it's going to be, I'm excited. You know, we'll see where it goes. We're just going to we're playing around, Cancer. We're experimenting. Now is the time to do that. So, yeah, check that out, and all that housekeeping, I think that's it. It's down in the description box below, Cancer. But let me get you a surprise card so I can get you out of here. And go, Cancer, go get it. Go get it and get ready, Cancer. Embrace Ace of Wands. Come on. These repeating energies here, you see how I shuffle? We get different cards. Cancer, things are heating up. We're getting ready to get into Aries season. Let this be whatever you want to start. You know, whatever. You know, I don't care how big or how small. This heat. Hold on, Cancer. This heat that the Ace of Wands has been bringing us all weekend, fools and whatnots, it's aggressive. But I do feel like that it's a good aggressive, and it's asking us to be aggressive. All these signs here, let's get pumped, Cancer. Let's go out there and tackle stuff. Let's grow. Let's see how we're going to evolve. Let's raise the vibration, Cancer, because really the energy is hot. And it's time, you know, for you to manifest whatever your dreams is and start turning. If things haven't been feeling stable or haven't been feeling like it's just been like an uphill battle, you know, like it's going to all be worth it. You know, let's start doing some stuff for us. And Cancer, I'm excited. I'm super pumped, and I hope this makes sense, and I hope that you're ready, you know, and getting geeked up for this energies, because it's going to be a whole new world, Cancer. And it's in those, I tell you, those who are ready to embrace this change and to grow and to see where that goes, you're gonna thrive, Cancer, bet. So yeah, that's something to think about during the weekend. I tell you, maybe that might be our thing, Cancer. Philosophical Fridays. Maybe that might be new stuff, Cancer. And there's no such thing as a crazy idea. Roll with them, Cancer. Do your thing. So I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. You keep eyes on the moon, because seriously, the planets are setting us up, Cancer. It's getting all of us. Work with this energy. I just got chills even just thinking about it. Just keep eyes on the moon and meditate and reflect and get pumped, Cancer. And I am excited to see what we're going to be cooking up on the next one, Monday.